in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Thought I'd use that old video. Why not? It's mine. So, staying in the trudging together family. I'll probably redo that because there's some people on there that there's actually one couple that's on there that I'm not going to support. So, ain't gonna. I'll just won't. Like, I haven't talked to them in years. I don't even know what they're up to. I don't know what they're up to. You know, hey, Ingrid. Yeah, I think a lot of people, because I share my feelings and because I do, I'm a good person. I am. I know I'm a good person. Okay. Don't you ever call me nice, because I'm not. Okay. No. I don't do nice. I do good. I do good, man. Nice means you can walk all over me. And, I think a lot of times people see that stuff as kind of a weakness. But, I'm going to tell you, I grew up rough, man. I grew up very, very rough. Okay. This world was not very nice to me. Okay. And just because I look like a white suburbia kid doesn't mean that I was. My brothers and sisters were, but not me. All right, let's get to this. Welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I haven't gotten a complaint lately, but my number one complaint is that I never have co-hosts. So then I say, okay, come on and co-host with me. And then I never hear from them again. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. If somebody ever wants to come on with me, I don't have a problem with it. But be prepared, man, because it's not what you think. It's not as easy as you think. So you got to have a knack for running your mouth. Okay? See, when you talk usually to a group of people, you're going to get indicators, and these little indicators will tell you to keep going. Like sometimes you'll just see me completely stop. It's because I have no indicators to move forward. Okay. Well, if you don't chat, I don't get indicators, and then I have to provide them myself. That's why I laugh at my own stuff. I'm assuming you're laughing too, because I'm a pretty funny motherfucker in my mind. See how funny I think I am when I'm drinking. All right, let's get started on this. Is time success in recovery? The answer is yes. The answer is no. It depends on how you're utilizing it. All right. Now we have a chip system. Have you ever noticed this? Have you ever noticed that we kind of have a chip system? And this is done intentionally with the way that we do it for very good reasons. Number one, you get your 24-hour chip. Why is this? Because, man, you made it 24 hours, and that's a long time for any alcoholic to stay sober. That is a long time. Okay? So you get that. Why? Because then you have something in your pocket, and then whenever you reach into your pocket, it reminds you of what you're doing. Okay? The other trick is you can put it in your mouth, and when it melts, you can have a drink. They're not made of chocolate. Some of them look like they're going to be made of chocolate, but they're not. What's the next chip we get? 30 days. 30 days. Still a newcomer. Still kind of a newcomer. You know, a month really isn't, in the grand scheme of your life, a month is not very long at all. Okay. Now, in that month, some things are going to happen. You're probably going to get sponsored. You're going to start working on your steps. Kind of depends on who you are. But the one thing that will happen is a good night's sleep. Hopefully, you get that. What's the next one? 60 days. Okay. So we do 30, 60, 90 days. There's 3 of them. No, I want you to notice this. Okay. After 90 days, how long? 3 months until you get your next chip. Okay. We didn't used to have 9-month chips. It went 6 months, 1 year. Okay. 9 months came around in the 90s. We added one more on for good reason. Okay. What are we doing? Okay. We celebrate you on those days. On that day. Well, I couldn't make a meeting yesterday. Bullshit. Priorities. Don't tell me you couldn't make a meeting. You could go drink. So I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it. Now I let people slide on the 30, 60, 90. They're new. They need their accolades, you know. But there comes a point when that is not why we're doing it. Then you get a 6-month chip. How long until your next chip? 3 months. Notice this has happened 3 times. The 12 steps are divisible by what? 3. Okay. 3 is the magic number. 3 is the magic number. When something bad happens, how many is it? 3. It's the magic number. What are we teaching you? We're teaching you delayed gratification. Because, see, the old timers understood something. It doesn't matter how much time you have. I have no mental defense against the first drink, period, ever, at any given time. Right now, I have no mental defense against the first drink. I have a choice, and I don't want it. I don't want it. I'd rather have AA and a higher power of my friends in my life than to have alcohol in my life. That is a preference for me. That's what I actually want in my life. Okay. But I am only an arm length away from the next drink. So is everybody. See, this is where the level field is even. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you have 2 cars in the garage or you have no cars and living on the street. This is where we all are equal, a day at a time. And that's all you get. Then you get a year. Get your year chip. Now your ass belongs to AA, man. So the success in AA is not about time anymore. It is not about time. The 1 year marks the fact that you should be sponsoring them by now. That's what 1 year usually means. Okay. I wasn't ready. I needed like 3.5 years. I was pretty sick, man. I wasn't ready to help anybody. I was going through my PTSD. Trust me, you wouldn't wanted my help. Because my help was kill everyone. So, okay. Now, is time success? So it depends on where you're at. If you're in your first year, yeah. If you're past your first year, no. In fact, the worst thing, the Everything AA app, it's not a bad app. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a great app because half the meetings aren't even legit on it anymore because it's all out of control. I knew that was going to happen. Well, everybody jumped on it's a lemming thing. Okay. I did not put my meetings on that app. Okay. I've been holding my meetings for 7 months. I've not had one bomber. Wow. and I don't even have a passcode, right? Okay. So we have to learn delayed gratification. We have to understand that success is not about time. Now, what is time good for in this situation? Because might as well give it something, right? Trust with non-alcoholics. That's all time is really worth. That's all. That's all you. Because other than that, if you're not living in today, you're not in recovery anyway. It's a day at a time. Every morning I wake up, I'm a drunk again. Every day. Every day I wake up, and in a sense, I'm a newcomer. Every day that I wake up. Yeah. Louisa, or Louise. Um, that's my grandma's name. My grandma's name was Louise. And I love my grandma a lot. I miss my grandma a lot. So you're gonna make me cry. Not really. Not really. But good to have you, Louise. Um, Now I don't want to say that you getting 30 days or you getting 10 years isn't a big deal, because it is. It is on that day. But the way I see it, it's not any different from my belly button birthday. Right? Oh, hey Annie. Is it the Annie I know? Hey, the Annie I know. I don't recognize the last name though. So my mother's middle name is Louise, and I love my mother too. So there you go. I'm gonna make a tie-in one way or another. Welcome, welcome. Get kind of let you know what it's like around for here. I share my experience. If your experience is different, please feel free to say so. We're pretty open here. Mine isn't the only way. I'm just here to start conversations and kind of get things going. You know, I have some experience. I like to share it, and that's about the extent of it. So I won't ask you for money. I'm not going to ask you for anything else. Just hang out, be a part of. Yeah. Um, so kind of reiterate, because Annie's here now. So in the beginning, yes, these things are important. Okay. Getting 30 days of sobriety, getting 60 days. These are, and they're called milestones. Okay. So 30, 60, 90, 6 months, and 9 months are milestones. They are not birthdays. Then years are birthdays. Milestones are shorter. They usually come in 1 month or 3 month increments. Now take a look at it. 3 is the magic number. Okay. Because by the time you hit a year and you're sponsoring, your success is going to come from something entirely different, and it ain't time. It ain't time. It's helping others. It's chapter 7. It's working with others. It's service work. It's about um, it's about creating harmony instead of confusion. It's about being a better person. It's about making your community a little bit better. It's about when you go out there and you see other people, put a darn smile on your face. Say hello. Thank them for being there. I went and got my meds earlier. I was chatting. We had a great chat. We had a lot of fun. You know, when I'm like, glad there's hardly anybody here. She's like, watch what you say. Don't you jinx us. Don't you jinx us. But every time I leave somewhere, I thank people for being there for me. It makes a difference, man. Okay? Not thank you. Nope. Hey, thanks for being here for me. I appreciate that. So you may make their fucking day, man. See, before I used to run around and make other people's lives harder. Not anymore. No. I gotta, where I used to carry the darkness, now I carry the light, man. I'm a hope dealer. You're a hope dealer. And you're all fucking amazing in my eyes. Anybody that is willing to try this has my respect. Immediately. You have my trust. You're human. But you'll have my respect. You bet. You bet I can hand that out immediately. You know? So once you hit the year, time's kind of obsolete. It doesn't it doesn't really matter. It's not going to the time is not going to give you what you need in order to sustain long-term recovery. But delayed gratification will. Okay. There's a guy, he posted in my group, 16 days till my 4 years. I took it down. You're not going to do a countdown to your years on my page. No, that is not success. That's bragging. I have done it. Do you know how much time I have? Let's see. 2:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. I have 7 hours of sobriety. That means you probably have more than I do. I wake up kind of late. That's how I work it. There's no great see when we bring time into the factor, what we're saying is I'm better than you. That's what it's saying. Well, I have been sober since we don't care. We don't care. We don't give a fuck. Question is this, and this is the true question. What did you do today to make the world a better place? Staying sober isn't enough. It's not enough. It says right in the big book. Uh, a, a man who says sobriety is enough has an alcoholic mind. Sobriety is not enough for me. Might be, maybe some people are okay with that and they're all right, but not me, man. No. For people like us, we got to take that extra step, man. If we are going to make it, we've got to take that extra step. Okay. So what is success? What is success? Well, it might be different for you. Okay. And that's all right. That's all right. But I can tell you this, in my world, success has nothing to do with anything materialistic. Nothing to do with it. Yeah. My number one trait, courage, man. I have a lot of courage. Where do I get that courage? I get it from my higher power. I have a lot of courage because I can come on here and my friends are like, yeah, Dion, you're right. Yeah, this is good stuff. You're doing the right thing, man. See, this is encouragement. Then it helps me along. And then I in turn encourage you too, so that you can go through your day and do what it is that you need to do. Hey, Amber, good to see you. You know, you never know. I was just in a meeting, and one of the things I say, because, you know, when people go on vacation, they act like they don't need to go to AA. And I was, and I used Ireland this time. Meet somebody, they're like, I'm going on vacation to Ireland. I'm like, great. They have great meetings in Ireland. And, yo, you been to Ireland? No. No, never been to Ireland. But I know they got great meetings there. But it reminded the host to post the Ireland meeting. So you never know how you're going to help someone. You never know. Isn't that neat? Some of the neatest things that happened to me, and I'm kind of bringing this up. I was Jordan Peterson's doing some stuff, and he had his own story. I posted it if you want to go see it. But there's nothing better than going to a meeting and having someone come up to you afterwards and say, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, you said this, and I stayed because of it. It's so, I cannot describe the feeling. Okay. In the big book, they say indescribably wonderful. They're correct. because it is indescribable. Okay? The way I see success is um, the way I see success is how many people have I touched today in a better way. Please don't take that derogatory. What have I done today that's made God's world better? What have I done? I had a lot of stuff done today. I put together a board of directors today. A very good board of directors. It's not easy to do. It's for the sober living. I need to be 501c3, which means I need a board of directors. So it's all stuff that just needs to be done. And I've had a lot of people reach out wanting to be a part of things, and just what a good, fruitful, good day, man. And what's going to happen is I'll finish up here, and this is going to be, I'll be done for today. And I'm going to do housework and stuff. I'm going to go play Final Fantasy VII. That's what I'm going to do. I need a break, man. So that's actually how I meditate. I've been kicking ass, man. All right. Enjoy it while I can, because when the sober living's open, I ain't going to have that kind of time. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Ingrid, she's off eating dinner now. Amber, good to see you. My new friend Annie, who has a really cool middle name. Every Louise I've known is just a badass. My grandma. I love my grandma. I have a letter from I actually have a letter that my grandma wrote me, asking me to get sober, and that it was her dying wish. And yeah, I did it. I did it. I got sober before she passed. Yep. I love you all. I love you. I really do. Peace out.